لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سواه لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله لا إله إلا الله ما لنا رب سواه.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على خير عباد الله محمد بن عبد الله عليه أفضل الصلاة والتسليم. My brothers in Islam, Islam is came with the just to save the people, to save the society, to let the people have a good life. Normally, people facing problem in this life, as we have in this country, sometimes there is no money, cash in the bank. People, they need it. What you go to some people doing the business. Then they take their money, for example, 1,000. Then they give him by transfer this money to their bank's account in the bank. Then they take less than that. This is called in Islam, this riba is not allowed. Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wa sallam mentioned anyone he do it, he will live like more worse if he commits adultery 33 times. Or if he do it, he will be sick or sleeping with his mother. Imagine, my brothers, anyone, even he non-Muslim, he cannot not accept with the nature which he have. He sleep with his mother. This is to show us that this is the worst sins, is the major sins for the people they committed. This is, my brothers, even if you have a bank, you need to take money from it. They will take, for example, they give you 30,000, then you ask you to return back to the bank 40,000. This is interest, it's not allowed. You, as a Muslim, you have to be fair of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Maybe you take this money by interest, Allah will ask you about it. But maybe you will have one day still alive after that. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hereafter, then they will judge you about that. And other people, your children, your wife, they will take it and enjoy with this money. Think about yourself. My brothers, in Islam, you have to follow to be live, to be happy in this life, and hereafter you have to follow the commands, follow the rules of Islam. That's why Islam is the religion of the knowledge. It's not easy as a Muslim to say I'm a Muslim, but you have to learn, because the more you learn about Islam, the more you learn about your religion, the more you know which Allah wants me to do, which Allah wants me to avoid, to be fair of Him, to do what Allah asks you to do, and avoid what asks Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to avoid. This is, you have my advice to you, my brothers and sisters, you have to be more careful about asking the knowledge, seeking the knowledge of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, to have a life, to behave as a Muslim, as Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala asks you to in this life. Because we don't know, sometimes after some minutes we leave this life. You will be in the grave alone in the graveyard, no one beside you. You leave all the money you have, leave all the money you have from the halal way or the forbidden way. Yes, you have to all the time to be Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your dua. You have to be eating from your sweat. You eating from the halal. It's not allowed to take interest. Even you have some dangerous issue or something like that, it's not allowed. If you have something like that, you have to be faith, come back to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, repeating to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, because Allah in Islam, if you commit any sins, you don't have to go to the imam or someone responsible. You have to go back to the one who created you, and the one who disobeyed him, you have to ask him to forgive you about that. And if you take anything from other people to show Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, this is the condition of accepting your return to Allah, you have to return back. Which you take more, you have to take it from other people. هذا وصلى وسلم على خير البرية محمد بن عبد الله عليه أفضل الصلاة والسلام.